The Miami Dolphins sit at 2-6 after yet another gut-wrenching loss, this time a close 30-27 defeat to the Buffalo Bills. Can you believe it? Right when it looked like they might pull it off, Bills kicker Tyler Bass stepped up and drilled a 61-yard field goal to end Miami's hopes. It wasn't just a good kick, it was a dagger. And Miami didn't make it any easier on themselves, handing the Bills 15 extra yards from an unnecessary roughness penalty on Jordan Poyer, a brutal, costly mistake. This loss doesn't officially knock Miami out of the playoff picture, but at this point, any real shot requires them to go nearly undefeated the rest of the way. That means 9 straight wins or, at worst, maybe 8. And if you've been watching, you know that feels like asking for a miracle. It's a familiar story for this team. The Dolphins just can't seem to put together a full game. The offense had its moments, Tua looked sharp, the offensive line was solid, and there were flashes of the explosive plays we know they're capable of. But then, when it mattered most, those small mistakes turned into big problems. Tua fumbled a snap, Raheem Mostert lost the ball at a crucial moment. These errors add up, and they're killing this team's chances every week. And yet, on offense, they had some impressive performances. Tua Tagovailoa completed 25 of 28 passes, racked up 231 yards, and threw 2 touchdowns without any turnovers. That's an efficient game, the kind of outing that normally should be enough to get the win. Tyreek Hill had 4 receptions for 80 yards, showing he's still the deep threat they need, even if he couldn't get more involved. Devon Achane stepped up, too, with 59 yards on 8 catches and another 63 on the ground, showing off the kind of versatility this offense has in spades. Miami put up 27 points, a score that should usually be enough to secure a win in the NFL. But somehow, once again, the Dolphins' defense found a way to let it slip away. The warning signs were there from the start. Early in the game, Jalen Ramsey managed to pull off an interception, which looked like a turning point, until you realize it came off a dropped ball by Keon Coleman. That interception wasn't so much a defensive triumph as it was a lucky break. And just before halftime, Miami got bailed out by 2 holding calls against Buffalo. Already, it felt like they were hanging by a thread. And then there's the defense. They had moments where they contained Josh Allen, but every week it's the same story: penalties in critical moments, blown tackles, missed assignments, and allowing big plays when it counts most. It's like this team can't get out of its own way. These are the same mistakes that have been haunting them all season, and they're paying the price for it. So where does that leave this team? The Dolphins have talent, that's clear. On paper, this roster has the kind of firepower any team would love, especially on offense. But there's a serious lack of discipline, and it's costing them week after week. Bad communication, poorly timed timeouts, mental lapses, these aren't just rookie mistakes. These are the kinds of issues that reflect bigger problems that start from the top. You have to wonder when the Dolphins' leadership will start holding people accountable. How much longer can this team make the same mistakes before someone steps up and says, enough? With the trade deadline looming and a supposedly easier stretch of games coming up, it's unlikely the front office will give up just yet. They might decide to trade a few veterans, maybe move players on expiring contracts, but a full-scale rebuild? That's probably off the table for now. Yet, changes are likely. Maybe Emmanuel Ogbah, Calais Campbell, or Raheem Mostert will be on the move. Maybe even Javon Holland. Something has to give, or this season is going nowhere fast. This latest loss on another late field goal marks the 2nd consecutive game Miami has dropped in this exact way. It's becoming a painful pattern, self-inflicted wounds that turn close games into heartbreaking losses. 9 out of their last 11 games have ended in defeat, many because of the same kind of mistakes. They'll flash brilliance here and there, but when it's crunch time, they falter. At this point, it's painfully clear that Miami's issues didn't just start this season. They've been building over time. The roster has lost key players without finding real replacements, they've signed guys who can't stay healthy, and they're racking up penalties that cost them games. Fundamentals are slipping, and that's where it starts to hurt the most.